It's the Luna Show. Luna.
DC's finest. How are you?
I'm good, night out at Vogue night, came up to support, chilling. I'm good.
Thank you for that. So you are Father DC,
Yep, Father
and your name is Lucy Lou. Explain your name.
Let me see. Lucy Lou, I'm very competitive. I've been doing this for almost 8 years now. I'm of the year up here 6 years in a row, and DC 6 years in a row. I'm of the year everywhere, state to state,
In New York and DC?
New York, DC, North Carolina, and Philly, 4 states. Yeah.
So what does that mean for you?
Honestly, it means close to retirement. It's like there's nothing else I can do in that one category. So
Retire?
Not really retire.
The work is never done.
I mean, yeah, so maybe I might switch my category, change it up a little bit, do something different.
So where does Lucy Lou come from? Where is that name from? I don't know the origin.
My gay mother, she's not in the ballroom scene, but she gave me the name Lucy Lou because when I first came out, I always used to fight a lot. So I don't know, I felt like I had something to prove, I guess, because little man syndrome. So I used to fuck people up. The cunt on Charlie's Angels, Lucy Lou. That's she did a little roundhouse kick.
Asian girl, Lucy Lou. Oh, that's right. Okay, I get it. So wait, so tell me a little bit more about that. So because you're short, you feel like you need to do that, or?
Well, not now, but a little bit. A long time ago when I first came out, a lot of older people, they used to try it.
But you're a con.
I wasn't always a con. So when I wasn't a con, people used to try it. So when they tried it, I had to,
What does it mean to be a con for you? Because you've been in the house for a while now.
Loyalty. I love my house. I would never leave. I would never go anywhere else. If I got over the ballroom scene, if I was to leave, I would never join another house. I would always be a con. I was born in this house, raised in this house, and con is where I would be at. I would die con.
Well, how important is that for people that don't know that?
It's very important. Once you show loyalty, it shows that you can be in an establishment and stick there. Every family have ups and downs. No family's perfect.
Right.
Everybody gonna go through stuff. But just because you go through something, don't mean you gotta run out and join another house. It don't work like that. You have to show loyalty and commitment to what you do.
So do you think that a lot of people jump house from house because they don't know how to deal what
I think they don't
family
understand
value is about?
Exactly. They don't understand family values. In a real family outside of a house, a family go through things. Cousins, brothers, sisters, aunts and uncles, everyone goes through
It's
things.
true.
But you have to build on it and grow together and be as one and stay loyal.
So being of the year in so many states, what is that like for somebody who's never had that, for people that are watching that? What is that like to be of the year knowing that you are the creme of the creme of your category?
I'm always humble. I'm never big-headed. I lose. I definitely lose. You win some.
Do you get upset when you lose?
No, I show good sportsmanship. I hug. I greet. I can't win them all. I win majority, but can't win them all.
So for those who don't know, tell us your category. So I know you've evolved over time.
Streetwear, sneaker versus sneaker, and this is pretty much it.
So that's what you're totally known for.
Totally known for.
For those who don't know you.
Urban, high fashion. Everything.
So what are urban? Because people get that confused. What is urban streetwear versus all the other label categories?
See, urban is like Ed Hardy, Christian Audige, BBC is considered urban. Ice Cream, Adidas, not Jeremy Scott. Jeremy Scott is now considered high fashion, but regular Adidas, LRG. Nobody wear it anymore, but they used to. Things like that. High fashion is the Gucci, the Prada, the Louis, KTZ. Shout out to KTZ.
So usually that category doesn't happen regularly at balls. So what do you do in between that?
I spectate. I just spectate.
Really? That's all?
I like best dress. So when they don't have streetwear, I like best dress.
So what's a message you would tell street wearers of the future? What will you tell them?
Just be you. never copy no one style, and don't shop at stuff on sale. Try not to shop in stores, get stuff online or overseas. Try to be different. Get some stuff that people have not already brought to the ballroom scene. Be different.
So people that normally don't understand what labels consist of, will you describe that for us?
You know, Gucci, Marc Jacobs, Givenchy.
So if you're like a kid that is new in the scene, but he wants to do that, but he doesn't have the
Hope you
money,
have a lot
like
of money.
so
Don't have a lot of
usually
money.
labels consist of coins, right?
Definitely. So you got to have a good job. Or
But
some people
that's good, like
might not
family
have a
value
job.
though. That's kind of like leadership, because if you want to walk labels, traditionally you should buy yourself with your own,
Yeah,
right?
definitely with
So
your
explain that to us.
definitely buy with your
people,
own.
you know, people fall into the cracks, and so explain that to us.
I would say a lot of people walk this category and buy things and take them back. Me personally, I never take anything back. Everything that I got, whoever walked the ball, I still have it in my closet. I just don't take it back, you know.
Do you wear it again for
I wear
a
it
party
again.
or something?
Maybe not another ball, but like maybe a straight function, a concert, or just regular outings in the club. I do this every day. One thing about me, I don't do this just for balls. This is me every day.
You like fashion?
I love fashion.
So what's fashion for you? Like, what got you involved in fashion? And is that something you do for a living, or?
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to be a print model, not like a runway model, but you know, like the posters and like Dolce & Gabbana have like their big posters and like the big ads and stuff. That's what I'm going for. So I don't just want to leave it at ballroom. I want to take what I have learned in ballroom and evolve. Go take it to the next level. Never just settle for less and get stuck. Always try to go higher and higher.
So is that what's next for you though?
That's
Like modeling and?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah. So, what's one message you want to tell anybody who watches the show? What will you tell them? About the scene, obviously.
It's definitely fun. Do it. Like, it's a lot of fun in it.
What have you learned from it though?
Like I said, loyalty. Sportsmanship. You can't win them all. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes it hurt to get defeated, but you know, the next time you get out there and you show them how it's done, you know.
Do you think that those are things that people would eventually take upon themselves for their everyday life?
Most definitely. Because once you show good sportsmanship and competitive in the ballroom scene, outside the ballroom scene, you know, like your regular jobs or with your family and stuff, it shows you how to like connect with them, like, you know, be there. And you can't, like I said, you can't win them all. So whatever you learn, like the things that you learn from the ballroom, always use it outside the ballroom. Ballroom should never be just your life. Like, take what you learn and use it on the outside. Like, if you have good sportsmanship or with your family values, you can use the same family values that you learn with your house, take it to your real family and hold them together. And just always know when things don't go right, you know, get back together, do what you got to do, and, you know, bring it back.
How did you even discover the ballroom scene?
Honestly, I walked realness. It was like in DC, the Edge used to have these Monday nights, and it was with the real girl, and the category was realness. So I thought that since she was a real girl and I was a boy at the time, we could walk realness. I went out there and I got chopped because it was supposed to be femme queen and not a real girl. But I didn't know that.
And this was in DC?
And this was in DC. The second ball I walked, I actually did HIV poem awareness, and I won $500. And once I won, I talked to Charles and said, actually before I walked, I said I'm about ready to walk the ball, and I have a poem that I've been working on, and I want to recite this poem, but I don't want to go out as a 007. I want to come out as a house. And in DC, everyone was cons. The cons was it. If you use the con, you was it. So, you know, I liked how they ran their house at the time, and I wanted to join.
So, do Con run DC? Or is that a misconception of people?
I wouldn't say...
Because, you know, there are other houses now.
I wouldn't really say run DC, but we have our name in DC. Yeah, definitely have our name.
So, who's your favorite con from DC?
Favorite con?
Who do you identify with? James?
Like, that's the con now, or there was a con?
Either way.
Probably, I definitely would say James. James, he shows his kids.
CEO
like,
James?
Yeah, no, older James. Older James. Actually, you know what?
No, I said CEO.
Yeah, CEO James and Little James. Both James. I love Little James.
Huh?
He started from the bottom and then at the top. Like, he worked his way up. He didn't give up. When he first started, you know, some people didn't see it, but he made them see it. And that's what you have to do. If they don't see it, you have to keep going, trying, and you make them see it eventually.
So you never try to do other categories just to kiki or even at a
I
club?
really wanted to do runway, but they said I was too short. Oh.
No, there's no such thing. But they got midgets runway for that.
Yeah, I really want to do All American. That's what I really want to do. All American, or if I can get this dip down pack, I can do Swiss.
So you seem like comfortable and fun, you know, in the ball scene. A lot of people are not like that. A lot of people make it their life. Is ballroom scene your life?
Definitely not my life. But I'm about to ready to tell you on this camera right now that a lot of people don't know about me. I'm a preschool teacher.
You're what?
A preschool teacher.
Okay.
I go to work Monday through Friday and I teach
You little children?
little children.
Are they taller than you sometimes?
They try to be, but I get them. And I love it.
You're
It
so
takes
cute.
a lot of patience and dedication. And that's another thing. I learned that from both.
So you're a teacher.
And I'm a teacher.
So what if a student comes up and says,
But they preschoolers, they little.
but what if they saw you on YouTube or something and they come up to you? What would you say? That's not
Wait till
me.
you get older. Wait till you get older and figure out exactly if that's what you want to do. And I said,
Well, that's good.
Be free. You know, life has
So-
no limits.
A last message for everybody that watches the show. Give us a message. Tell us your way of being.
Always be yourself. No matter where you go, you never know who's watching. So always try to maintain. Nice shape up, nice haircut. You have hair, keep it done.
I like your hair.
Thanks. So I got a head on tonight. Just be yourself. Never try to imitate anyone else. Always be yourself. Strive to be better. Never settle. It's always the next level.
Right.
If you're in school, definitely stay in school. Do college. Sometimes college work out for people, sometimes it don't. And if it don't, get a good job. You know, it's not always just about selling drugs, crafting, going in stores, running out. You know, it's more to life than that. It really is. And I'm experiencing it. I just don't work balls. After I leave the ball Saturday, Monday morning, I'm back to work with my kids. Don't think about the next ball to the following weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
So I keep it different, balanced.
Well, thank you for that. All right.
Latex ball, make sure y'all be there and stuff.
Yeah.
Big
Heck
ball.
yeah. All right. Thank you, baby.
Thank you.